All right, awesome. So welcome everybody. We're so excited you're here. I can't believe we have so many people. It's so great to see all your beautiful faces. This is a Zoom call in case you haven't been on one. So this is how we communicate with each other because we are spread out across the United States. And it's so great to be able to connect like this. So welcome and thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody because it makes for a better recording, but we certainly will have time for questions and to chat in a few minutes here. But I'm Kathleen Petula, and I'm one of the leaders of this group and of the team Inspiration Nation. And we want to hopefully make you feel incredibly welcome and also get you some great information tonight to start. So I know some people on here might be brand new, and other people maybe have been through challenge groups and are just signing on to see what this coaching thing is about. And then others of you have been coaching for a little bit and want to do like a little refresher, and everybody is welcome here, and all of those levels are certainly welcome as well. The goal of the group is to kind of get your feet wet a little bit and to get some cash for the holidays while staying accountable to your own health and fitness goals. So it just seems like a win all the way around, in my opinion, because you can, I know for me, one of the great things about coaching is that I can stay accountable to my own goals, which is huge. And it's also great because I can help other people along the way. So I want to, I'm sorry, just hang on one quick second. Somebody is knocking at my door. Hang on one second. So sorry, it was the child, but he's okay. I thought it was important. He kept knocking and knocking. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to share a little bit about our stories. There's a couple other coaches on here who started out right at this time of year when they got started, and I really want Terry to share her story with you, and Nadine and me and Julie and Jeannie are all on here too, and we're going to take some time just to introduce ourselves to each other. But I also wanted to talk about how this group will work. I wanted to screen share with you how to get your website set up, how to do your EFT, which is how you'll get paid, and then we'll talk about how you actually can invite people to the group that we have coming up and the Facebook page. So it sounds like a lot, but it's not going to be huge. So let me just share with you a little bit more about my story quickly. So I started out as a challenger because I had a lot of weight to lose. I think some of you probably saw my little video clip in the group. And essentially what happened was it was a success for me. I really felt so much better about myself, and I wanted to pay it forward and help other people. And I wanted to earn a little bit extra cash. And what happened for me was that I started earning a little bit extra cash, and I loved it so much that I ended up quitting my job, which is oncology social work, to do this Beachbody coaching thing. And at the time, it wasn't around the holidays, but at the time, I just wanted to earn back enough for a cleaning lady. But I know some other people here got started right around now, and they earned enough money to help pay for Christmas and holidays and stuff like that. So that's a really, really cool thing and a really huge deal. So why don't I just quickly have the other coaches on here introduce themselves. I'm going to start with, Terry ran back. Okay. All right, let's have Terry go since she made it back just in time. Do you want to just introduce yourself for a second?
Yeah, I'm Terry. I am also one of the coaches in this group here. I've been coaching for almost 2 years exactly now, and I started back it was in November when I started my first challenge group and had great results and loved everything about it and fell in love with the whole program. And then I just kind of, and I put this in the group, but I just basically, what I did was simply, because I was like loving everything that was happening with the challenge group and clean eating and Shakeology. At the time, it was right before the holidays when I knew a lot of my friends also struggle with, holiday food and traveling, and it's cold. I have a lot of friends who live in Wisconsin and Pittsburgh and the Midwest, and it gets cold here. And so I just sort of asked them if they wanted to do, because I've finished my one challenge and I wanted to do another, if they would do it with me, so that we could kind of keep each other accountable through the holidays. Like I wasn't waiting till New Year's resolution. And so it was easy. And I asked a bunch of my friends, and they wanted to do it with me. And then they kind of asked one of their friends, and then someone's mom. And, it just kind of like went from there. And it was so fun being in a group with all of them because we knew each other, and there were a couple other people that we didn't know, and somehow we all became real close. And I felt like our results were better because of that. We just kind of pushed and motivated each other. So that's kind of like the fast version of my story. But I think this group that you're in right now is awesome because this is exactly how I started. I had no intention really of coaching at all. And you don't really need to at all. I simply just kind of wanted to find something that I could do with my friends nobody lived close to me. They were all over the country. So it was just kind of neat to be in with them and, checking in daily with them through this. So you guys this is a great opportunity. So I'm glad that you're all here. Sorry, I probably talked too long.
No, it's perfect. Yes. So Terry makes some great points. So in case it wasn't clear, I'm not sure who all have talked with your sponsor coaches, but basically the idea of this particular group is that you're just inviting people to join you, and you don't have to be any kind of expert about any of it. We're going to help with every aspect of it. All we're asking you to do is just invite people in to join you on your journey, which is exactly what Terry did to start. And it really was so much fun. I was a part of that group too as one of the coaches, and it was so much fun because other people that kind of knew each other would kind of welcome in people that they didn't know, and we had little challenges going on. It was such a great fun group, and so many people got such great results out of that group that it was just really fun to be a part of. Okay, so I'm going to have the others introduce themselves in a second, but I wanted to get to kind of the meat part of this call, which is to make sure everybody just gets themselves ready for when you do start inviting people. You'll have things set up so that they can order through you, and so that they can you can get the money in your bank account, because that's kind of the point too, right? So let me screen share with you a second, and hopefully everybody can see. You can see my screen, right? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so this is where you will want to go to get set up. And this shouldn't take you more than about 10 minutes to do. So you're just going to go to teambeachbody.com, and this is the page that will come up. And then you're going to go over here to sign in. And then you will use the email that you use to become a coach and create your account. And then you'll put in your password here. And what you're going to do, so mine will look a little different because I'm already set up, but what you're going to do is go over here to coach, and then coach online office. And I'll put these directions in the group as well, but I just wanted to walk you through it. So coach, and then coach online office. And then what you want to do is just set up your website with a few, just a few things to help you get started. And this is where you'll go to start here, and then how to get started. And then it will just walk you through setting up your website. You can look through these other things if you want to, but really the point is just to get your website set up enough to get orders through your account. Okay, and then the other thing I really wanted to show you is how to set up your EFT. So you would go across this top here to My Business, and then My EFT Management. And you'll just click on that, and you'll need a check from your bank account. And then you'll just enter your bank name, your routing number, your account number, and whatever type of account it is, and then click Save Settings, or Save Changes. Probably will just say Save for you. Anyway, the point is that if you don't do this, Beachbody will mail you a check, and it will take longer, and they actually charge a little fee for mailing out the check. So just have direct deposit. That will make it so much easier for everybody. And the other thing that I just wanted to share with you, just as kind of a little FYI, so this was the first page when you did that coach online office. These are the other little things that you might want to just be aware of. Your coach ID is right here. So you'll have a number, probably 6 digits, and you might want to just write that down and keep it somewhere. And then the other thing I just want you to notice too is, let me just go down here, is right here, there's FAQs, which is frequently asked questions, and contact us. I don't know why they make them so teeny tiny and at the bottom, but these are the other two things that are really helpful in the beginning. So if you have a question about something, you can type it in here and look up the answer yourself, or you can ask us in the group, of course. But if you want to find out something about a program, you can type in anything you want and you'll get some kind of answer there. And then the contact us is really helpful as well, because there's an option for an iChat, request a live chat, which is really, really helpful if you need it at some point. So I just wanted to point those out. Certainly ask us questions too, but if you wanted to try and do stuff on your own, which I would encourage, that's where you can find those things. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to show you, whoopsies, let me move this over here, is Facebook. So, you know, in our groups, this is our group here, Cash for the Holidays, we're going to start putting stuff into the Files tab, and I wanted to make sure that you all knew where that was. So when we start putting, we're going to put in here some, we're going to create some docs for you that will be some sample invitations, and we'll create some, I'll also put in here some instructions of what you can give people when they're ready to order, but this is going to be really useful for you. So this is just in our Cash for the Holidays group, and it's just going to be under Files, okay? And then the other thing I wanted to point out to you is that we've already created the group that we're going to have everybody in here invite friends and family to, and it's called Hot for the Holidays, November 2015. And this is what the group is going to look like that we're inviting people to. So our goal start date for this group is going to be in 1 week tomorrow, so starting on November 9th. And it's going to be an open group that you can invite people to the whole month long. So we'll talk more about how that's going to work in the group, but I just wanted to show you this is here. So what I'll do after the call tonight is I'll add all of you to this group so you'll know where it is and where we're going to be adding people to it. Okay, now I'm going to stop sharing with you. Okay. So basically where we're going to go from here is we're going to post in the group, myself and the other coaches in the group are going to post in there some of our sample invitations of some conversations that we've had with people about how to talk about the group that's coming up, how to kind of get, let people know what you're doing and invite them in to join you. And you can take those and use them. I wouldn't suggest using them word for word unless it sounds like it's coming from you, but I would just tweak them a bit, have it sound like it's coming from you, and then just approach this like you just want people to join you, just kind of like Terry said, that you just want to invite them to stay accountable with you as you're working through the holidays yourself, and that we know it can be kind of stressful, but we can make it really fun to be healthy and fit through the holidays. And I think it will be really fun to see how many people we can get in that group. And we're going to have some great little prizes in there. So because the group is going to be ongoing, I don't know if any of you are part of our other challenge groups where we usually have a start and an end date together. Because this group is going to be open for the whole month of November, we're just going to do weekly prizes and weekly challenges to keep everybody engaged and accountable and stuff like that. So it should be really fun. Okay, so let's see. Let me just ask a couple of these other coaches to introduce themselves really quickly. And let's see. Let me have Jeannie, you're next. Do you want to just introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Jeannie. I started coaching, the end of November will be a year after my first challenge group that I was in. Before the challenge group, I wasn't taking care of myself at all. So after completing the challenge group, I couldn't believe how great I felt. And I had my fibromyalgia in check, and I wanted to pay it forward, and I wanted to make a little extra cash. Really just wanted to get my Shakeology covered. But after I posted my before and after picture and had so many people wanting to get involved, it just kind of took off, and now I want to make a business out of it. So it's kind of the short version of my story on how I got started with coaching.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeannie. Let's see who else is on here. Nadine, do you want to share a little bit about your story? Let me get you unmuted. There you go.
Sure. Let's see. I started in August 2 years ago, 2013, in my first challenge group. And like the other ladies, I was having great results. I had been exercising for 2 to 3 years after I had my second daughter, and I could not lose the weight. But once I finally learned about clean eating and how to pair the nutrition with my exercise, I was just blown away that I finally was like, okay, wow, this is working. So I really just wanted to share it with as many people as I could, and especially my family, because my family has a lot of health issues. So I wanted to take it and just teach them what I had been learning. So I really planted a lot of seeds through the fall and winter of that year. And I felt like it was a great time to start because I was learning how to invite, how to run challenge groups, and it really set the stage for January. So I just want to encourage you to really stay strong through these months. Especially when you're brand new, you get a lot of people just right off the bat because it's brand new, and so they're excited about it. But then as you start after a couple months, sometimes you're like, oh no, I don't know if I can find anybody new. But then January runs around, and both the past 2 years, like January has been one of my best months, and I feel like I don't have to push as hard in January because I've done all this pushing through the fall and winter. And then January rolls around and everyone's ready to jump in. So just keep planting those seeds and keep talking to people and just keep the conversations going. Don't let people fall off to the wayside, but just really keep track of the people that are interested, because when you after the new year rolls around, those are the people that are going to be ready to jump in and get started and commit. So that's my take on getting started at this time of year. It's a good time to get started.
Yeah, I agree. It's always so fun. They actually have a name for it, the resolution effect,
Yeah.
because everybody makes their New Year's resolutions. So I'm totally with you, Nadine. It's such a great time to plant some seeds. Some people will be really interested, and some people may actually say they want to wait till January. But either way, it's a great time to get started and just start talking about what you're doing. And Julie, you are next. Would you like to say hello?
Sure. Hi, my name is Julie, and I've been a coach since the end of February. So I'm still getting going here and inviting a lot of people and a lot of friends. And I started out in a challenge group probably a year or so before that. And I have 3 children. And after the birth of my third child, I decided, he was about 6 months old, and then I decided that I wanted to finally, work on myself, take care of myself. And I'd been watching all the coaches for a while, and I thought, I'm going to give it a try, and here I am. So I just wanted to give you guys just advice that you'll be asking a lot of people into the challenge group, and don't be discouraged when they tell you no. Especially now starting off, just move on and move to the next name on your list, and don't take it personally, and you'll find that people will be ready. So that's all.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. That's a good point. So not everybody's going to say yes necessarily, but it's not a personal thing. It's just maybe they're not quite ready right this minute. And yeah, I love it. And Julie's doing awesome. Okay, Mia, you are next for me.
Okay. Well, first of all, I just want to tell you guys, as someone who is a type A personality who feels that they have to have everything figured out instantly, do not get overwhelmed. There's a lot of information, and we're sharing a lot of things, and it's like you can't keep track of which group am I doing, who's doing what. Please, I just encourage you to ask questions. If Kathleen could tell you how many questions I asked my first month of coaching. But my basic story is I was always very interested in quote unquote dieting and exercise, and went through a lot of up and down yo-yo dieting, but was never healthy. I would do major things, crash diets. I would lose a ton of weight, and they were successful in the sense that I would lose weight, but I was never healthy. And then I came upon the Beachbody programs, and I swore, I told Kathleen last year around this time, I said, I will do this for a month, and that's it. And then, I'm done. And so now that's almost a year. And I will tell you one thing, I have a lot of acquaintances and a lot of friends through the course of my life. This is one of the most fantastic group of women that you will ever come across. And one thing that keeps me motivated and keeps me going is that the reason that I'm doing this is because I want to help people, but I also, I love the fact that I can work from home. I love the fact that I don't have to commute somewhere. I love the fact that I work for myself. And I love the fact that every single person that we reach out to that joins us in a challenge, we are absolutely helping their life for the better, no matter what it is. Even if they lose 2 pounds or they lose an inch or whatever, we are helping them positively. So that really keeps me going. And I have big goals, and it's just a great support. I can't even describe the support that these women, I mean, it's just amazing. That's all I have to say. I'm done.
Ah, the love.
The love. I'm not even kidding.
I know. I totally agree. Okay, so we have a couple more minutes. I was just wondering if you all would like to take a minute to just tell us a little bit more about yourselves, if your brand spanking new, or if you have joined in before from a group. So I'm going to go to Julie B actually next, because you're next for me. Do you want to just say hello and tell us a little bit about yourself, Julie?
Okay. All right. Off the spot here. Nothing prepared. I've been doing this, I think, Jeannie, maybe since I just looked at my paperwork. I bought my first Shakeology a year ago, and I think I decided to coach about a month or two after that. I did it because I was feeling so good, finally feeling better about myself. I was losing some weight. I didn't have a lot to lose, but I was losing some. I kind of fell off the wagon for the last couple of months because my daughter got married, and just phenomenal how busy you can get. In fact, right before this tonight, I just posted on my page again, I've kind of been MIA, but I am not out of the loop. I am, this is a journey for me. I had some stumbling blocks, but I'm still in it. I'm gonna reach my goal. I'm not there yet, but I am gonna get there. I just love the way Beachbody makes me feel. The Shaco, I crave it. I haven't had a lunch meat, or ham or bologna or anything sandwich in over a year, and I don't miss it in the least. And that was, sandwich and potato chips was my lunch every day. Now I can't wait to try different flavors of Shaco. Anyways, that's my story. I'm around, I'm here, I'm coming back.
I love it. Yeah, that wedding looked amazing, by the way. I saw some of the pictures. It was so pretty.
Thank you. I can't wait till I can post some real ones, because they're around, but I don't have the okay yet.
No, I bet. Yeah, that'll be so great. But I think you bring up a good point, actually, because a couple of things. One, you don't have to be at the end. I don't think any of us are at the end of any kind of journey. I think it is a lifestyle and a lifelong kind of health. And also, I think it's really cool to know that you can do this business to fit your needs. So when you have other things come up, you can take a step back. When you're ready to go all in, you can go all in, and it's still here and still working, and it really can fit for each individual's needs when they need different things. So I'm glad you brought that up, and thank you. All right, and let's see, Nicole, would you like to just say hello to us?
Sure. I'm Nicole. I am a 38-year-old single mom. I live in New York, and I'm not in the city. I'm far from the city. I need an acre of personal space. Every time I say I'm from New York, it's automatically the city. My why, 2.5 years ago, my dad passed away. Before he passed, he lived with his mother. He took care of her. She took care of him, kind of a thing. She's 93 now. And when he got real sick, we we had the talk, and I let him know that, don't worry about anything here. I got this. I'll take care of her. So one of his big things was he always made it home for dinner every night. No matter what was going on with work or whatever, he was always home for dinner with her. So we kind of stepped into that role. And she only lives 2 miles down the road, thankfully. But imagine eating grandma's cooking every night for 2.5 years. So 2 pant sizes later, I finally had to, kind of rein her in a little bit. And she's doing well with it. I did bring over the Fix8 cookbook, and she kind of laughed and said, no, I don't think so. So, she's a work in progress, but, we're bringing her around. But it got to the point, grandma's cooking. It was chicken parm and pasta with garlic breadsticks, and, it's great food, but not so great for the waistline. So, I started this, I did around in July, and then she got real sick. She was in the hospital for a while, so we fell off, and we really fell off. I mean, it was back to, on the way home from the hospital, going to the drive-through, the whole thing. So I just signed up a little less than a month ago, and it was a discount coach kind of thing, and then I just figured, you know what, let's take a stab at it.
Awesome. Welcome. I'm really sorry about your dad. That's very sad.
Thank you.
And holy moly, your 93-year-old grandma's cooking you dinner.
She is. And I hate to take that away from her because I mean, she doesn't have a lot of friends that stop in for coffee or anything anymore, and she's still very with it. And I hate to take that away from her because it gives her something to do. It gives her something to plan for, something to shop for. But, it can't go on like that.
Right. Oh man, that's tough. My grandma's actually 98. She doesn't cook anymore, but she did, and I know. I mean, she's a little Italian lady, so I can relate to the chicken parm with the pasta. But good for you. I'm glad you're giving this a go because I think, like we were saying before, it's such a great time of year to get on for so many reasons and give coaching a try. Like being an active coach besides just getting the discount. So thanks for sharing, Nicole. It's good. Do you like to be called Nicole?
Sure.
Okay.
Sometimes it's Nikki, sometimes it's Nicole. It's whatever.
Whatever. Okay.
It's a lot of things.
Perfect. Well, welcome. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Who do I have here? Luann, would you like to say hello to us?
Sure.
You could pass if you'd rather.
I think I'll just pass for today.
Okay. Well, welcome. We're glad to see you here.
Thanks.
All right. I think I have Gail. Gail, are you there? Would you like to say hello? I'm not sure. It looks like she's there, but maybe not. Okay. And let me see if Elena, would you like to say hello? It's hard to see if they're there. Okay. Well, yeah. No, maybe. No. Okay. I thought I heard something. All right. Well, let me just wrap up for tonight that we're going to put some information in the group about all those things that we talked about tonight, and we'll start getting the invites out. And the goal would be over the course of this week to start sending out some invitations to some people who you think might really want to join in. And maybe we'll make a little goal for the group to try and get to 10. And if you want to keep going with more than 10, that would be fantastic because the more people you invite, the better chances you are at getting more people to join in. But sometimes it can be really scary in the beginning. Sometimes people are all in from the start. I know for me, it took me a little bit to build up the courage, but then once I got going, I had kind of had to do a bunch at one time versus a few each day, although some people like that method too. So whatever works for you, we're going to support you every step of the way. So we'll post some more things in the group. And if it makes sense, we might want to, and we want to talk again like this, we certainly can. I have scheduled in that Sunday nights at 9 for this group. So as we get more people that might want to join in and become coaches with us, they can join in too. Or if we just want to kind of review the things each week, we can do that as well. So, so thanks everybody. Ooh, I almost did it in a half an hour. Thanks everybody. Get on to your games. Go whoever it is we want to win. And we'll be talking in the group again soon. Thanks for getting on. It's good to see everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.